Hey y'all, it's Nikki here, and today's episode of Sheep Tips with Chic Livestock is a showmanship clinic. I'm going to spin the camera around and we're going to be here with the Chipman 4-H Sheep Club. Alright, so we've already judged our show today, and of course our lambs have gone ahead and gotten dirty, rolled in the hay because, lambs never want to stay clean when we want them to. These girls did an absolutely fantastic job in the show ring, and they're going to be giving me a hand doing some examples of what we're looking for in a showmanship class. Now, I've purposely told these girls to start off with something that we don't want to see in the ring. When the judge comes and is walking around the class, you always want to switch sides. So, girls, can you give us a demonstration of how to switch sides properly? Perfect. So at the moment you are seeing the bird's eye view of what the judge sees, and in this case it's me today. So we're going to walk up here. When the judge approaches the lamb, the 4-H member is going to stand up, put her thumbs behind the ears and fingers under the chin, and then she's going to push her knee into the lamb's chest, like so. Here we've got a taller member who's got a shorter lamb. So this is a good example. The judge is going to come in, feel the top line, feel the length of the loin, the width of the loin, and the depth of the loin, and then is going to feel the hind quarter, feel the conditioning on the ribs. Perfect. And of course that member is going to reset the feet. Beautiful. Now our next member is going to give an example of what not to do when the judge comes up. So this member is not going to stand up. She's not going to stand up. There we go. She's just going to hold the lamb, and the judge is going to feel. So again, we want to be like this member here, standing up when the judge comes to feel the lamb, thumbs behind the ears, fingers under the chin on that lamb, and knee bracing in the chest. We don't want to be this member, not standing when the judge comes around. Now, this member here may have forgotten to stand up when the judge touched her lamb, but she did remember to switch sides as the judge walks around. There we go. Perfect. Because, as we all know, you always want to keep the lamb between you and the judge. Now, this member here is going to give an example of what not to do. She's just going to stay on the same side, even though the judge is walking around her. And the reason we don't want to see this is because that is blocking the judge's view of the lamb. All right. Something we do see that this member is doing is keeping that head up. So as we can see here, she's got her fingers under the chin. She's keeping nice neck extension. That's exactly what we want to see. And then this member is going to be an example of keeping the head low. So if we duck in here, we can see a lamb that is very, very calm, but its head is just kind of lower. It's chilling, it's having a good time, but it's very mellow. However, it's not showing the neck extension that we want to see, especially in a conformation class. But again, this is showmanship, and this is part of presenting your lamb. So we don't want to be this lamb here. We want to be this lamb here. All right, so again, we're reminding members that they need to switch sides as the judge walks around. Middle member, switch sides. Oh. Beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do is get, let's see, as we walk around here, Oh, perfect. You know what? We're going to show that again. Judge just decides to come up and push that lamb. So, a member should always remember to reset the feet whenever the judge handles the lamb. This lamb is beautifully set up. Now, something that we're going to practice, and you know what? I think we're actually going to come down here to this shorter lamb because it's always fun to show an example with these little lambs that are actually quite stylish. They just haven't had a chance to grow out yet. So, what we're going to do, and I'm going to be guiding my helpful 4-H member here into the video. We're going to swing this around, and I'm going to take the lamb. Okay, hang on to that. So in this case, I am pretending that the camera is still the judge. You are still in the judge's eye view. So we're going to keep that head up high. The knee that's up is always going to be the knee that's in front of the chest. We're going to be stroking the belly lightly, showing off lots of length, lots of style, and also helping to keep your lamb calm. Now, I'm going to guide my member to go in front of me here and stop dead in front. Now, what I want to see, especially in breeding animals, I want to see the member take a step back towards the ribs, keep that head up nice, and try and get the ears forward like this. Again, this is something I don't think this lamb's worked with too much. Set that foot. Just like that. That makes for a really, really pretty head. And again, this is all part of showmanship, knowing how to accent and show off your lamb to the best of your ability and to accent the good things in your lamb and try and hide the weaknesses. So, my helpful camera person, can you move a little bit to that side? There is a balance that you can find when showing a lamb, no matter what the size. You want to have the head braced like this and always keeping that neck and head extended. You can have your leg out a little bit like this. I usually figure about 12 inches or so between you and the lamb. That gives you enough space that the judge can always see around the lamb completely, but you're close enough that if your lamb goes to take off, you're able to catch them in time. All right, I'll take the camera back. All right, and we are going to walk in a circle. So, Gina, can you lead out and we're going to go around going clockwise. As Gina's demonstrating, when you've got a lamb being stubborn, you're going to try and get that go button. Mika, you can follow in behind. Now, generally I wouldn't do this, but I am going to just give a helping hand. Mika's is demonstrating what not to do. See how she's on the inside of the ring? And she just demonstrated a second thing we never do in the ring. That is okay. This is what we're doing this video for. You are seeing exactly what we want to do and what we don't want to do. So, Mika, can you tell me what the two things that you did wrong there? A little bit louder?
I stepped over it and I was standing on the wrong side.
Okay. And you know what? These are all learning curves. These are things that showmen pick up over the years with just tons and tons of experience. So can you demonstrate the proper way to switch sides when you're walking? Okay, and back again. Good. All right, now what I'm going to get you to do is just pass on the outside. And you're going to take the lead. And then Gina, you're going to follow her. Okay, we're just going to keep doing a circle. Okay. And stop and set your lambs up. There you go, Gina. Lead your lamb ahead a wee bit. Now, Mika is demonstrating a very good example of how to set the feet up. She's going to want to watch those front feet. When you're setting the feet up, the proper way to do it is always reach under your lamb to set them. Do not reach over your lamb, which is how Gina is going to give an example of. Gina, can you show how you do not want to reach over top of your lamb to set the feet?
Gina, reach over your lamb to fix his feet.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why. Good job, Gina. Grab your lamb again. Good job. And you know what? Sometimes lambs get stubborn, and that's okay. Now, when we're talking about sportsmanship, I was really happy at the show today to see how these girls were helping each other. If your lamb in front of you gets stubborn, as long as it's not a detriment to yourself and your own lamb, try and reach out and push the go button right on that tail there. I'm just going to give Gina a little bit of a hand. There you go. See, you didn't even need it. There we go. We always want to have our lamb set up square, 1 foot under each corner. This little guy here stands up very square naturally, which is a huge help. Again, we're going to show how the judge comes up to handle the lamb, and we're all going to do it properly this time. We're going to stand up. Perfect. Okay, stand up. Gina, can I see a smile? Good girl. And this member is going to walk ahead. It's okay. Just walk ahead a wee bit to square her lamb out. There you go. Ideally, we want to see all members and lambs keeping nice straight lines. The more your lamb acts up, the harder that is to deal with, and that's okay. The main thing is you want to try and just keep control of the lamb, keep it calm, and make sure that the legs are set up and you are always keeping the lamb between you and the judge. Perfect. Now, Mika, do you mind if I borrow your lamb?
No.
All right, I'm going to trade the camera with you. All right, so I'm going to show you a trick that actually is very, very handy when setting hind feet up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to walk this lamb around, and then I'm going to set it up, okay?
Okay.
So in this case, I'm actually going to be demonstrating something. Say you are lined up side by side, and the judge goes like this to pull you into place. This would be, okay, based on how everybody is standing right now. All right, so judge calls me out of place. Now I'm going to pretend that there's another lamb over there. I am going to walk my lamb ahead, turn outside the lineup, go back through my hole, follow me, there you go, and then go into line. I'm not going to turn my lamb inside the hole where I was in lineup, and as you saw probably, as soon as I got into my place, I'll show that again, okay? I'm walking my lamb, I've got good neck extension. Again, guys, this always just comes with experience, okay? You want good posture, you want good eye contact, good neck extension. And following with our invisible line here, now this outdoor area is fun to work with. I want to try and get on an upward slope if the ground isn't even, because that's going to make your lamb look a little bit uphill, which is always desirable. Okay, now watch what I'm doing here. And there. I was able to almost set my front feet without actually touching them. And here's another time saver. You can actually put your knee in the lamb's chest, push, and get them to square up quite easily. So again, we're going to go down on one knee, reach under, there. So my lamb is, well, he was square, maybe a little bit stretched out for my liking. So knee in the chest. These lambs are hungry, these lambs are maybe a little bit thirsty and definitely tired. So they're acting a little bit off. But these are the conditions that we always show under. So again, we're just taking our time. We're staying calm. We don't want to be fussing with this lamb. Perfection is key, but there's times to know when sometimes getting 99% perfect is better than trying to go for that 100% perfect. Just because you can keep your lamb quite a bit calmer if you stop fussing with it. Just like that. So again, I want you to do a big circle, do a circle around me, and I'm just going to demonstrate how you move from side to side. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, and again, go right back behind me. There. Stop. And go back that way. And stop. There we go. All right. Oh, don't forget your lamb. And we have a loose lamb, which is always part of the show. So I think I've rambled on for long enough today, but I want to give another congratulations to the Chipman 4-H Sheep Club. They did a fantastic job in their show today, and they've done a lot of help here with me in this video. Once again, it's Nikki with Sheep Tips from Chic Livestock. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment, and always remember to subscribe and check out our Facebook profile. Have a great day.